Hey, what's going on, guys? Battle Nation Zimper here, back today with another video. And guys, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I took a Thanksgiving break just to kind of appreciate it with my family and go around, travel, do a little bit of that with some family. I'm back now, had a good time with friends and family. I hope all my fellow Americans also had a great Thanksgiving. And if you're a European or a other foreigner that doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you just had a great feast on Thanksgiving Day. I hope your recent feasts have been well on Thanksgiving worthy. I hope you ate something like turkey if you eat turkey. But nevertheless, let's jump right into the Battle Nations content. So we're back on the Frontier map, just because I feel like we've been using the OG map a little bit, and some people have asked for me to shake it up a little bit. By all means, we're back at the Frontier map, and I love this because I've only used it once, and it's just so weird to be here, especially because in this sandbox mode, you can just build here, and it's so disorienting. Watch. So you see a barracks in my base, but I can just throw one there, and look at those giant soldiers. I can toggle them off. I'm going to keep them on because they look awesome. So yeah, so today's video was initially meant to be a Thanksgiving video, but I got pushed back, and I thought it would make a great video for the 1st of December, which is what it is currently right now while I'm recording, and hopefully it will go up on. But what this video is about is just giving thanks to old Battle Nations for basically how cool it was, and more specifically something that I've gotten many requests for. I cannot overstate that enough. I won't, go too terribly long on it, but I do want to mention briefly that yes, I've gotten multiple requests for this, and I've looked forward to making this video. This is the video covering the glorious days of the Battle Nations TF2 crossover. I'm going to put a quick promotional up on screen of what it was like. You can pause it to read it if you like. But in short, what it basically says is Team Fortress 2, yes, that Team Fortress 2, Steam Valve's Team Fortress 2, joins forces with Battle Nations. Reached level 10, which is not hard at all. They wanted pretty much every player to experience this as soon as you hit level 10. Reach level 10 and begin to unlock an all new TF2 units and missions. And that is true. As soon as you hit level 10, you got all the TF2 units and missions. And the new units included the Heavy, the Scout, the Soldier, and the Demo Man. And all of these units were extremely powerful and extremely strong, and also just extremely well designed. Like, I want to also just say I have no clue how Z2 got this deal done. They must have pulled a soul from one of their employees and just gave it to the underworld, or maybe they sacrificed some great creature. But I genuinely could not imagine this. I'll say this, I genuinely thought this was a dream. I remember playing TF2 on mobile, but I knew you couldn't play the game on mobile. And then once I got back into Battle Nations, I saw footage of it, and I was like, oh yeah, that wasn't a fever dream because I kind of had convinced myself it was just fake. But nevertheless, it is real, and it did really happen. And it was such an experience. I think I can speak for most of the fan base when I say it was genuinely one of the best Battle Nations limited edition runs and special occasion events of all time, hands down. It was just so utterly amazing. So you got these missions, which were literally just the TF2 characters talking to you, mainly Heavy. Heavy did a lot of the talking. Him and Ramsey butted heads. Him and Morgan talked about, him joining the Imperial Pyre. He didn't do that. He just wanted to look for scouts. And that's just the first mission. And then shenanigans ensue after that. And again, Z2 programmed an entire cluster of missions into this, and it goes on for a while, and all of them are good. They have various unique items, they have unique missions, various unique text from TF2 characters and Battle Nations characters, and it's just very clear that they put a lot of effort into this. And again, I just can't stress this enough. How did Z2 of all companies get a partnership with Valve? I hope we learn one day. I couldn't find any hard evidence about it. Just a lot of people, even in the TF2 subreddits and on some of their wiki forums, talking about how crazy it is that their game partnered with a mobile game. And all I can say as a Battle Nation fan is, yeah, we're surprised too. I can't place it here. I try to drop it on the green and it immediately takes me off watch. That's weird. Nevertheless, as I was saying, it was an amazing experience, and the only really thing I could say about it that I personally, found inspired, or the thing I loved about it the most, because I mean, what was there not to love about it? As somebody, the thing I loved about it the most is as somebody who had never played TF2 before, because I actually learned about TF2 through Battle Nations, ironically enough, when it seems like the vast majority of people, of course, know what TF2 is, and if they, care about it enough, they look through all the products and partnerships they did, and they find Battle Nations among them. But I personally never found TF2 before Battle Nations. I was addicted to Battle Nations. I saw the partnership with TF2, and then I found TF2. So for me, I would just say how well it blended together, because genuinely I thought it was another mobile game. I was trying to look up TF2 Team Fortress 2 in the App Store. I was convinced it was another mobile game because the characters carried over so well, not just in their personalities, of course, Heavy acting a lot like Ramsey, Scout kind of being like Perkins, not really, but to an extent, and just all of the characters playing off of each other. They went above and beyond with the designs. They had character designs for the graphics, so when the characters, of course, talked to each other, they had a sprite for Heavy, they had a sprite for the various different characters of TF2, but they also had them in-game sprites, because again, you could train these units and add them to your Battle Nations army, so you could get these as just permanent units for your own. And again, not only were they extremely overpowered, they were extremely well designed for some reason. I mean, well, I say some reason, obviously, Z2 wanted to leave a good impression with Valve, no doubt. But seriously, they went all out, and it shows. And I just have to say, I mean, I know this was probably a huge thing for them, but I am glad Z2 did this because, again, in my opinion, and I would be willing to say a lot of Battle Nations players' opinion, this was one of the best Battle Nations events of all time, genuinely. And finally, this is where I really normally put the, I guess you say, future, and I do want to talk briefly about the future of this just to keep a normal sequence with my videos. However, there isn't too much to say, and I do just want to be completely open and transparent with you guys. I do not think there is a future, unfortunately, of TF2 in future Battle Knights. Of course, that could change. I'm not sitting here and saying that's certain, but just from my understanding, now that Madrona Games owns, the rights to Battle Nations and is able to, make the game as they're doing right now, they probably do not have the rights to just immediately reuse the TF2 assets that Battle Nations had. Valve had made that deal with Z2's Battle Nations, not Madrona Games Battle Nations. And again, I could be completely wrong, but from looking up my understanding of it right now, that is the situation. They were an excellent game, a part of the game's history, and I do believe it attracted a good few people to Battle Nations from what I read on various different TF2 websites. And I love it, but I do want to be absolutely transparent and clear here. I don't think we'll see it coming back, unfortunately, just due to the simple factor that it was too cool, and I don't see a situation where Madrona Games gets the rights. If I was ever to be wrong, I would adore it to be right now, because being wrong on this would be one of the best gifts of all time. I would adore being wrong here because, again, if I'm wrong here, I would love to see my TF2 characters in Battle Nations again. That would just be absolutely astonishing. But I'm kind of just under the mindset it won't happen. And that will just about do it for us today, guys. Just wanted to do this quick appreciation video for my comeback video because, again, I had it planned for Thanksgiving, then just a lot of stuff went down. But we're going to get back into the rhythm of it, going to go back for daily videos again. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please comment them down below. If you have an idea of some Battle Nation specific topic that you'd like me to cover, please comment down below. I would love to get to you. Or if there's any suggestions you'd like me to make to the videos, by all means, please comment them down below. I would love to read and have a conversation about anything Battle Nations related in the comments down below with you guys. We've been getting a lot of comments recently on our recent videos, and I absolutely love that. I love replying to you guys. I love giving them the little hearts. I love talking with you guys and having good Battle Nations discussions. I am still beyond grateful we're getting this game back. I am still under the impression it can come at any day now. I'm just kind of waiting. And I don't want to say any day like, it's going to happen tomorrow. It probably it's not going to happen tomorrow. It might, but, I mean, might get struck by lightning tomorrow. But I do personally feel, it is just around the corner. So I take every day as it is. Just try to add a little bit more to Battle Nations, review a little bit more content, and make more content for you guys. But anything you guys want to see, please comment it down below. I would love to make it for you if it's Battle Nations related. And that will just about do it for us today, guys. Guys, thank you very much for watching this Battle Nations video, especially if you made it all the way through. I greatly appreciate you. If you could, please drop a like down below on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And with all that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. And as always, have a great rest of your day.